going to install the smart module. This is a app-based control and it is not standalone. You do need a remote starter on your vehicle before you can add the smartphone module for app-based control. What you're gonna get is the smart module and its harness. Okay, depending on what remote starter you have, the harnesses are ready to go to plug into it, and you have a sticker that's actually on the smart module that we suggest you put on your door jamb, driver's side door jamb. It just, if you ever need service, support, or to reference it, you don't have to go back into your dash or trim. Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we are going to take the harness that comes with the module. Okay, we'll take the sticker off for now and we'll set it to the side. Okay, we'll plug in the connector. Okay, it's keyed, there's only one way to do it. Just snug. Okay, and you're gonna have a cable that looks like this. Okay, now this smart module installation is going to be unique to the module that is going in this vehicle. So right now we have a N2-EO. So if your part number is EO, this is going to be how you install the smart module. If you have N2-EA, you're going to have to see the other video that we have for that install. Before you start, you make sure that you have your push button 2-pin plugged into your remote starter, because that's what you're going to use to program. We're going to take the very end of the smart module's harness, okay, where it's blue to blue, and then you got the 3-inch. It's called the LLRS 01. You got a connector here, 4-pin black with a key. So don't be fooled, black will not go into the black. Don't force it. It's going to go into the blue next to the white. You will plug it in. And so you want it up here by the A-pillar. You can start as soon as you actually plug it in. You get your valet button, and make sure you have your valet button plugged in, and you're going to put your key into the ignition. When it starts blinking, what you're going to do is going to press the valet button 5 times and let go after the 5th press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to push the brake pedal with your hand really hard and let go. Then you turn the ignition off and it should start flashing. It's been programmed. So when you're done with the installation of the remote starter, a good place to tuck it away is usually right around here next to the BCM. You can tie wrap it, zip tie it, or you can actually just tuck it away. So we're just going to take the harness, kind of gather it together with our hands here. Okay. Going to be gentle, don't rush this part, because sometimes this is the part people rush and they pull wires, crimps, whether it's on the N2 remote starter side or on their OEM side. So just go slow, take your time. You got it working, you tested it at this point and it works. So we'll start with maybe the relay going back with the harness. Okay, we'll just kind of tuck it in there, make sure stuff is snug so it's not bouncing around. When it's time to tuck away the smart module, if you purchase the N2 smart module at this point, what you're going to do is fish the smart module into the back and let it drop to where you can reach it to the floorboard, something like this. Okay, don't pull on any wires, don't strain it. Keep in mind the turn radius over here, you don't want to pull on this part. Okay, so you got to keep it loose. So that's as far as it'll go. Then what you're going to do is you're going to drop it into this rocker panel by the driver's left ankle, and you're going to drop it in this orientation, up and down, where it sits on the floorboard on its actual connector. So you might want to kind of bend this as a U shape here. It's a little awkward, but that's the best proven way to get reception. Tucking it away all the way in your dash, there's sometimes interference from all the computers, BCM, ECU, and all that stuff. Firewall, engine on one side, and your cluster on top. And if you do have issues, you can always move it around behind your cubby and try different areas. And just know that the first day or so you're going to be getting firmware pushes, so it may be a little bit laggy with the software, and sometimes it just needs a reboot. So when you drop it in here, it's a toolless removal. You just pop this up, pull them out with this slack, unplug this for a minute, put it back in, wait till the lights go green and red solid again, and then use your apps. Always sign out and kill your app when you're troubleshooting just to refresh it. Make sure you got good Wi-Fi and LTE signal on your phone, and that you have good 4G coverage, LTE with this module in your area, so you can always check coverage maps and for the respective module. Another thing to keep in mind is if you do use your QI charger actively, try to keep it away from there, because that is a field, a magnetic field that is charging your phone and can interfere, as this is a data device. So far away from interference. Radio frequencies, radios, jammers, police jammers, radar detectors, so as far away from devices like that that could potentially affect the data integrity of this module. So on the 6-speed 3rd gen with the N2 remote starter, you need to put it in what we call ready mode. Ready mode is a checklist that happens when the vehicle is on to ensure that you can't start the vehicle in gear when you remote start it with your fob or the smartphone app add-on accessory. And that checklist is pretty much a sequence that you need to do to put it in there. So you come home and you are in gear, so you're driving, you pull up, right? You pull up, you put your foot on the brake pedal, you put the stick into neutral, your foot's still on the brake pedal, right? Clutch doesn't matter, in and out. Pull up the e-brake, then you take your foot off the brake pedal. You'll notice the dash clicks twice. You'll hear the relays, sometimes see the lights. It did it here. And now you're in ready mode. That you will exit the vehicle. The engine still runs. And so when you exit the vehicle in ready mode, you know that it's been successful because you exit, the engine still running. As soon as you close the door, the engine stops. So that is successfully in ready mode. If you have to go back because you forgot something in, any door that opens up will void ready mode and you will have to go through that whole sequence. You probably just heard the doors lock themselves. That's also a part of the ready mode success. So don't try to lock the fob and get in between all that. Let the vehicle lock itself. When you install your kit, wait after the first time to make sure that you do see it lock itself. Okay? Too fast or too slow, 3 presses of the lock button won't work, or 2 really good ones, 1 bad one won't work. So just have some rhythm. Play with it. Experiment. Figure it out. 1, 2, 3. So you'll notice the lights on the vehicle will start to click. You'll hear the car spool up. Engine starts, sometimes about anywhere from a few seconds, about 6 seconds. Engine is running right now. We're going to do key override. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the vehicle and we can unlock it by hitting unlock. If your unlock doesn't work, it's because your TPMS does not have a good connection or contact, okay? So what we're going to do is we'll come here. We already pressed unlock. Car's unlocked. So we're going to open. Engine is still running, unlike push to start, it does not. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into the vehicle. You will not put your foot on the brake pedal because the engine will turn off. You're going to put your key in first. 2 clicks. Okay. Tap the brake pedal once. Let go. Yeah. And so what TPMS lights were on, they go off. When it goes off, you are golden. The key is taking over your vehicle. You can drive off as if the key started your vehicle. That's it. And so don't forget, key in, 2 clicks, brake pedal, release. You'll see the dash click, TPMS turns off. You can drive off.